We'll go Nate, Candace, and David. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. I guess for both, maybe if Jeff and Alan both want to address it, but Jeff for sure. Rick Hendrick predicted in the preseason he was going to put all 4 cars in the chase, and for a while it didn't seem like that maybe was going to happen with both your struggles and Casey's struggles. But now after today, you and Casey are in the 2 wild card spots. So
now, and it's typical media. You guys start getting ahead of yourselves here. You know, all I will say is we've been on a nice streak of finishes. You know, even though they haven't been wins, they've been really solid, you know, finishes, top 5s, top 10s, that have got us further up in the points. And that is something to build on, because this year, the way things have gone, we hadn't had a lot to build on. So at least the last several weeks we've had something to build on. And you know, when you do that, you do a better job of getting yourself in position for something like what happened today to happen. And we knew how badly we needed a win, and we got it, you know. But you know, that's half the battle, and now, in my opinion, this only puts more pressure on us over these next several weeks. But we're ready. We're ready for the challenge. I think with all that we've been through this year, and I said this also, if we can get to victory lane and get some things to go our way, this team, because of what we've been through and that we've stayed together and you know, haven't pointed fingers, we've just, it will make you stronger. And this is a great moment for our team, because I think we're really fired up for next week's race and the coming weeks to legitimately, you know, have a come from behind season and get ourselves in there and live up to the pressure of our boss.
Well, within the walls of Hendrick, did you guys always feel as if you could do it even when things got pretty low here the last couple of months? I mean, it was looking bleak, I think, in April, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, I always have felt like we could do it. You know, yeah, it looks bleak. I can remember here last time we were pitted right, you know, our garage stall is right here, right next to on the very end, I think 25th or 26th in points. So when you're in that position with Jeff Gordon as a driver, it's not a good feeling. But I knew, and I've said this a lot, I think the performance of our car as far as sheer speed, this may be one of the best years of my career. Yeah. The speed of the cars have been fantastic, and they've been really good. And Jeff's been great, and I knew that the key ingredients were there that really, besides, you know, there are some unfortunate circumstances. You know, Martinsville was a big one. I don't think that was anything that we had done as a team. But I think a lot of the other races we shot ourselves in the foot. So the saving grace for me was I knew the problem that we had to fix was ourselves. And that's actually a good thing to have, because you can work on it. You know, if you don't know what you're addressing or what you've got to clean up, or you're lacking a ton of speed, been in those situations, it's really tough. So I just felt like we had to get it right. And when we do get it right, we'll have the chance to win a lot of races. And I think we've really competed to win, you know, almost every race I can think of in the last 5-6 weeks. You know, they haven't been, you know, 1, 2, 3 finishes like we'd like, but I feel like we've been in position. You know, just need something to go our way, and it went our way today. You know, as far as what you asked about Mr. Hendrick, I mean, that, you know, that's probably, besides the pressure I put on myself, he has never in his life put any pressure on me at all. But when he wants something, he does so much for us that we want to get him whatever he wants so bad. And we work really hard for that. So, you know, I know that's something that he wants to do that he's not been able to do in the sport, and I think he has put together the teams that can get 4 cars in the chase, and I think he's put together the drivers and the crew chief combinations, and if we're the guy who doesn't get that for him, that's going to be tough for me to swallow.
I'd say that's driving a lot of it. We don't want to be that one that messes it up.
Let's go with Candace, David, and then Bob, and then Steve. Go ahead, Candace.
Candace Smith, motorsportsunplugged.com. First of all, congratulations. I was wondering about, Jeff, when you look at the magnitude of what you've accomplished, 86 wins, what does it feel like truly? Is it you mired in that chase race in your mind, or are you able to sit back and enjoy and share with the family?
Today was an amazing victory experience for me, probably one of the best of my careers, because with the rain, the lightning, and wind blowing sideways and everything going on, you know, I was just so excited to be able to have my family here, and it's the first time I've had, all of them here for a victory. And I didn't care if it was under the shed over there or what, in the garage. I didn't care where it was. That experience to me today means so much more than anything else. And we talk about it. We have these race wins that you come up short, and the family's there, and and my wife said, "Oh, I so badly wanted to experience that." And they and even my wife, she's not been able to experience all those wins and those multiple win seasons and stuff. So, I want her to be able to feel what it's like, and I know how much it means to her. And Ella's getting to that age where, it's exciting. I mean, Leo was able to hold up his finger number 1, and that was pretty cool. But today was a great day for that. Just that reason in itself, not to mention all the others. And, it's Alan's birthday. He has his family here. I mean, it's just, this is a cool day. It's one that I'm not going to forget. Yeah, that drive for 5 thing's been a little worn out. So let's get ourselves in the chase. We can get that thing going again, and I'm sure he can count to 5. So I'm sure we can get him to hold up all 5.
Let's go David and over to Bob. Go ahead, David.
David Caravella, NASCAR.com. Jeff, everybody knew the weather was coming. Like you said, everybody was trying to get all they could out of that last restart. Did you know it was going to be chaotic there?
They're always chaotic. My biggest thing was I was on the outside, and I didn't want to be on the outside going through turns 1 and 2. Our car was a little bit tight down there in general, and as hard as you're going to have to push things, and how hard the competitors are going to be pushing, not to mention the opportunity for somebody to take it 3 wide. I mean, there's just so many things that go through your mind. And all I wanted to do is just get a really good restart. And I actually got a better one than I anticipated, and it looked like maybe Casey didn't get quite as good a one. And when I saw that opening to get inside, to that inside, I was taking it. And I was pretty happy at that moment, because I thought if I get down the bottom, we got a shot at maybe getting another one of the guys that's in the outside lane, if not 2. And so, little did I know what was going to happen. But, the restarts here, especially in the closing laps, and the rain's coming, so it really was closing laps. It's crazy. It's absolute crazy. And we could have just as easily lost 6 positions as we did, make up 4 or 5. So, pretty awesome.
Let's go over here to Bob, then we'll go to Steve, and then back down to Jim. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Parker, Sporting News. I assume you haven't heard, but apparently a couple of fans got hit by lightning after the race. I mean, I know you guys are racing and everything, but you could see the lightning. And did you have any scary points, like just getting from your car to where they end up staging you for victory lane?
I'm pretty sure I know exactly which one it was. I mean, we were walking down pit road. The wind was blowing sideways. I mean, the umbrellas weren't doing any good. The water was puddling up, and there was a huge crack, from lightning, and you could tell it was very close. And I mean that's the thing that's going to take away from the victory a little bit is the fact that somebody was affected by that. And it's hard. I mean, the fans here are so loyal and so avid. They stick around, till. I mean, I had when we were going back to the garage area, there was a group of fans chanting up there that we're not leaving. And that's it's just so unfortunate, because they're so loyal, so avid here, and you hate to hear something like that. So certainly, our thoughts are with them. I hope everything is okay there.
Let's go to Steve, and then we'll come back down to Jim. Go ahead.
Steve Richards with PRN. Jeff, I don't know how Alan feels about it, but Jeff, you've always said that you don't believe in luck. Is that changed today?
No. I mean, it hasn't. We were in 6th position because we drove up through there with a strong race car. We had good pit stops, and I got a good restart, and Jimmy got loose for him racing. I don't believe that's luck, or good luck or bad luck. I don't think it was bad luck on Jimmy's part. The car got loose. I don't think it was good luck on our part. We were in the right place at the right time. Some people might call that luck. I call that a hard day's work of getting into that position for something to go your way and go right. And that, listen, that kind of stuff happens in racing all the time. Might not be as blunt as that one was today, but through every race, some sequence of events has to happen for you, and sometimes that means bad things for others and good things for you. Good fortune, bad fortune. I still don't look at that as a luck situation.
Jim?
And today was the first time I've not had a good luck charm in the car. I've had fans sending me stuff. My wife's giving me things. My daughter, everybody, you can imagine. And today was the first day we didn't have something in there. So it was, that means, that just tells you, just work hard. You win as a team.
Jim Undershaw, Observer. I think you said a minute ago that you were looking forward to next week going to Watkins Glen. Was always, for a long time, kind of a money in the bank race for you guys, but it's been a while since you won. Are you excited in part because of coming off the win, or have you been looking forward to getting back there this year for other reasons?
Both. I mean, both. You know, I feel like we found some things that made us better for Sonoma, and we tested it at Road Atlanta, which I think is a better track for Watkins Glen than it is Sonoma. So I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, I always love the road courses, but in recent years, I just feel like we've been missing a little something there, and I don't feel like I've been able to give good information to get us better there. That's been the frustrating thing. But with the win, I don't care where we're going right now next week. I'd be excited about it. But with the fact that it is Watkins Glen, and I think that our cars, are prepared to do well there, then I'm excited.
Looks like final question right here. Go ahead, sir.
Jeff, Nathan Yergis from WYLN here in Hazleton. Winning the Heisman Humanitarian Award and then winning the race today, what does that feel like to you?
Yeah, it's so interesting. I was doing hospitality for my sponsors earlier, and was getting asked a few questions, and a lot of people bringing up Heisman and the work with our foundation. Heck, the Kick It car won the 360 Nationals in Knoxville that we were sponsoring with my foundation. I mean, off the track, so many things have been going well. I feel like the trip to Rwanda, all the things. I mean, we've been winning a lot off the track, and just haven't been getting it done on the track. So, after the Heisman Humanitarian Award happening here, having our families here, this win, birthday celebration, life can't get much better than it is right now. I can tell you that. I'm looking forward to savoring this moment, because that's the nice thing about not winning. When you're not winning much, I'm gonna tell you, you appreciate it a whole lot more, and it sticks with you longer, and you just don't take it for granted. And this is one we're not going to take for granted, and I think you're able to really understand the meaning of it so much more. So for that, I'm thankful.